issues that's come up around this is it anti-Semitic or not?
Mm-hmm.
And our assessment of the libretto and of the staging of the one video that's available is that the actual libretto, the opera itself, is not anti-Semitic, that there are absolutely awful things said by the characters.
I'm surprised the ADL does not see it as anti-Semitic, and in some way, Michael, that seems to undermine your argument that it shouldn't be shown in Europe. If it's not anti-Semitic, what are you worried about?
It's virulently anti-Israel, and it creates a perception and a legitimization of terrorism in the cause of the Palestinians against Israel. And in today's environment, with Israel being delegitimized, singled out, with protests and attacks against Jews being justified because of the conflict between Israel and the Palestinians, it should not be aired around the world, period.
Okay, and I would say it should not be aired anywhere, period. And you made a very cogent point. Klinghoffer was not an Israeli. He had nothing to do with Israel. He was killed because he was a Jew. The libretto does not talk about Israelis, Michael. It talks about Jews. So, you know, we can disagree, but I find it very difficult to believe you don't see the anti-Semitism that runs throughout this play.
There are vile expressions of anti-Semitism coming out of the mouths of the terrorists. The production itself is not anti-Semitic.
Explain the distinction.
The Cossacks represented in Fiddler on the Roof. They're anti-Semitic. They want to kill Jews. That's what they're doing. Nobody said Fiddler on the Roof shouldn't be produced.
Michael,
because it had elements of anti-Semitism in it.
Michael, the portrayal of the Cossacks in Fiddler on the Roof is a clearly negative portrayal. And by the way, I don't remember, and I know the script pretty well, I don't remember the Cossacks. I don't remember that Sheldon Harnack puts into the Cossack's mouth any explanation or rationalization of why it's appropriate to kill Jews. That's not the case here. It is not an authentic analogy. Here you have an opera which makes the Palestinians sympathetic. That's not what Fiddler on the Roof does to the Cossacks.
That's a fair point.